So that's broken. The call lights are broken. Nobody's calling. This is just going to go off for 12 hours. 12 hours.
You can live pretty well by yourself.
Okay. So I'm taking a lunch right now, and I figure this is the opportunity to have a talk to you all out there, out in YouTube land, and to let you guys hear some of my thoughts as we embark on another edition of LPN Chronicles. For those of you who are not familiar with who I am, my name is CJ Kyles, aka the High Value Nurse, here on YouTube, and we are going to have a conversation. Now, I was supposed to go to the facility that I'm normally at, but that got canceled, so I picked up at a different one. It's part of the game, part of the per diem life. Hasn't been a bad night, but the only thing that's really bothering me is that when I come in the break room or in this common area, I see these ugly fish. Look at this. Look at them ugly fish. Yeah, I hate the way fish look, bro. Ain't they ugly? Like, just got eyes on the side of their head. Look, just jumping for no reason. Jumping for no reason. But anyway. Listen, the whole world is talking about it. The whole world is talking about it. Jada, Will, Chris Rock. And it got me thinking. I did a show on it earlier today. And it got me thinking, like, composure. Life is about choices. Life is about composure. The more and more I start to think about the situation that took place between Chris Rock and Will Smith, I still see it from both ends of the spectrum. Now, this is what happens when you have people, in my opinion, who don't have your best interest in mind, right? For the past two and a half years, Will Smith has been the butt of jokes, memes, punchlines, whatever the case may be, all because of something called the Red Table Talk. Now, I know a lot of you out there may be fans of the show, but honestly, I think that show has done more harm than good. And let's not get it twisted. They are both well off and rich. So this is not a pity party for them. And I don't feel sorry for neither of them. But I do want to relate this to the person who may not be as rich, but still successful, right? Like myself, I would consider myself a successful person that's rising in his career. Do you know it? I know this whole thing about them being in an open relationship, however you want to go with that whole scenario, fine. But I feel like at the end of the day, your brand is everything. Your brand is everything. And Will's brand has been tarnished for the last 2 years with this whole entanglement thing and everything like that. And I feel like he has been on damage control for the last 2 years. Now hear me out on this one. When you have people around you that really don't have your best interests at heart, in my opinion, that will embarrass you to the public, that will do things that can cause you to get off square, that's a problem. That's a problem. And again, I cannot tell a man how to defend his wife. That is his wife. But at the same time, I'm not finna be around nobody, and I do mean nobody, that is gonna publicly embarrass me on several occasions. Nobody. It is not worth it. And during Will's acceptance speech, you can see in his eyes that man is hurt. You can see in his eyes he's tired. You can see in his eyes that I really feel like we saw somebody having a mental breakdown right on television. And it could have been a culmination of everything that has taken place. How somebody can go from a squeaky clean career for the last 30 years to having such of a blemish on their career. And to me, the same goes with nursing. Now, when he made the choice to go assault Chris Rock, because that's what he did, he lost his composure. And one of the things in nursing that they always tell you is to keep your composure in situations that are difficult. You never know when shit is gonna go left in nursing, and I'm keeping it real. You have to continue to hold your composure. Now, I'm not saying that Will should not have checked Chris Rock for however he may have felt about the joke. But what I am saying is that men of power, men of value, don't move like that, in my opinion. Now, again, Will clearly has enough money to hire lawyers and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's fine, but I really feel like this is not a good look for the black male image. I'm gonna keep it real. And not to say that you should totally care what others think of you, but I do believe in when you have a brand, when you have other people that look up to you, you have to be somewhat conscious of the things you do and say. Like even with me doing this YouTube and talking to nurses and hopefully inspiring other young black males to be nurses, I have to consciously now be aware of the things that I do and say, because the more public you become, it is somewhat of a responsibility, I guess. But like I said, I'm not a role model. I'm gonna continue to live my life. But some people are gonna look up to you, whether you like it or not. And the same is with nursing. You always have to keep your composure, bro. Family is gonna try you. The doctors are gonna try you. Other nurses are gonna try you. Cena's gonna try you, just to see if they can move you. Other nurses gonna try you to see if you know what you're supposed to know. People are going to try you. Now, if you go around slapping everybody that tries you, you're not gonna have a career too much longer. And you're not Will Smith, and you don't have Will Smith money. So let's just keep that 100. Let's just keep it 100. You have to move differently, especially in this field. If you gonna play the game, then play the game. Otherwise, go do your own thing, because in any field, there is a game to be played, and you have to play by your rules until you get to the point where you can start your own game. That is what I'm doing. Now, don't get it twisted. Nobody's gonna disrespect my woman publicly to my face. That's a fact. No one's gonna disrespect my woman or any woman that I care about publicly to my face. Just straight up disrespect, that's not gonna happen, or will be a problem. But in the realm of comedy, because me and my chick go to comedy shows all the time, comedians cap on you real quick. That's the chance you take with going to a comedy show, bro. You dig? The same if somebody is critiquing you as a nurse. But you gonna slap somebody every time somebody say, oh, well, maybe you should have did it this way, or maybe you should have did it that way. No, fam. We gotta control ourselves. We gotta control the emotion and think with logic. To me, that was a very emotional move by Will. To be fair, I don't know what the man is going through, but to me, it still came off as emotional. So, with that being said, just be careful. Be careful when you're out here in this field. Do not make rash decisions because you feel some type of way. You will lose your job. You will lose your career. You will lose your livelihood. And you might even go to jail. You may even lose your freedom. A lot of y'all don't have Will Smith money. A lot of y'all don't have Will Smith status. So we have to think a little bit differently and move a little bit differently than somebody like a Will Smith. I'm just keeping it real. Nurses, people are going to try you. People are going to try you. They're going to test you. And don't let them find out you living good. Don't let them find out you living good. They're going to really test you. You got to keep your composure and not make an emotional decision. That's real talk. So, that's pretty much all I had to say, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this thing I'm sure will blow over by next week. Nobody will care. Well, until Jada invites Chris Rock to the red table. So, but to my fellas out there, to all my male nurses, my single male nurses out there, listen, player. My single male nurses with no kids, you are the bag. You are the bag. Just keep it real. At least that's how they're gonna see you. Pay attention to who you keep around. Pay attention to who you keep around. You don't want a woman that's going to publicly embarrass you. A man that is on a rise to success. You don't want that. That is detrimental to your success. That is a liability. Don't you ever deal with no woman who will disrespect you publicly. To all my young single male nurses out there. All my male nurses, period. Don't do that. You don't want to deal with that. That's crazy. You trying to do injections or you trying to give medication, somebody say something crazy, you ready to slap somebody. No, hold that composure. Hold it. Hold it. You feel me? Hold it. Don't let nobody disrespect you, bro. Real G's move in silence. The more power you gain, you're supposed to move differently. So, that was today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Am I tripping? Am I off? I don't know. But make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. My name is CJ, aka the High Value Nurse. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, get paid. Young nurse, get paid.